Yo, it's Trivelli. I'm back. Today we're dropping two videos. This is going to be an NBA Tiers 11 game slate that starts at 7 p.m. tonight. We're recording this at about noon, and then we're also going to be dropping a sports topic video later this afternoon, so stay tuned. Just hit 500 subs, halfway to monetize, so that means you guys are literally supporting me on my way to making money on this channel, which is incredible. You guys can always donate via PayPal as well. If you guys want to get like personal tiers advice or call me on my phone for actual like one-on-one help, let me know, because I can't go live yet until I get 1K subs. Once I do, you guys can of course just donate, but for right now, I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. We're almost there. And I'm dropping videos Monday through Friday, never slacking, so let's jump into the action. We're looking at this 11-game slate. If you want to make any type of real money here, you're going to want to either go head-to-head versus someone or do the $5 10K to first. There's 3,200 entries as of right now. We got 7 hours until the contest starts. Let's jump right in. Tier 1, we're looking at the first major injury here. Giannis Antetokounmpo did practice Tuesday, so Budenholzer said that he is questionable for the contest. That being said, if he's on a minutes restriction and he has, the tough people like Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown stepping up and they're doubling him and he's just on a minutes restriction, you could actually see this guy get under 60 points tonight. For what it's worth, injuries do play a role in Draftkings, so you're going to want to take a look at that when drafting Giannis. When you look at Harden, he's so consistent when the other two are out. He's not even questionable tonight, and he wasn't shooting well last night, but went 0 for 7 from 3, and that's so impressive to still be able to get over 62 points, because you're looking at 17 assists, 7 rebounds, and 25 points. Being able to get to the free throw line, executing when you get there, and, making 7 field goals in an NBA game is not easy by any stretch, no matter who you are, but he's not going to shoot 7 for 24 tonight. I guarantee you that. So give him even 10 for 24. That's just going to up the amount of points that he already had, take away some of the assists. It could balance out. I still see this guy getting 60 tonight. Same thing with Doncic. If he's running the show, expect 60, 50, or even 70 points depending on how hot he is from 3 that night. I don't look at De'Aaron Fox. I think that they completely put him out of his tier here. This guy should be tier 2. So you're looking at the first 3 options with an emphasis on Harden. Doncic could spoil your tier if you fade him. Looking at tier 2, very difficult here. You have Jokic, Vucevic, Towns, and Sabonis. The chalk is in Jokic, of course, because he has been on an absolute tear. 71, 64, 74 in his last 3 games. Now, is that streak going to end, and is he going to go sub 60 tonight? If he does, could someone like Vucevic, that's going to be most certainly lower owned, could he go off for 60? Absolutely. If you look at some of his dominating stretches, he's also had that stretch early, mid-February, where he went 39 minutes and 36 minutes. He was able to put up back-to-back 30-plus point games, 74 and 64 fantasy points. And if he does that tonight, which is, could be done any night when you're going against Phoenix and it's a fast-paced shooting game, a lot of shots are going to be flying up. If someone like Devin Booker is off tonight, for sure you could have someone like Nikola Vucevic going off. So you also have Karl Anthony Towns, who's coming in at 47.7 fantasy points per game. He's been doing well inconsistently. He'll get you 65 plus and then dip off. He'll get you 55 plus and then he dips off. So he's someone that could spoil your tier, most certainly going to be low owned as well. Domantas Sabonis, I just wouldn't play him tonight. Honestly, I know the matchup offensively is great, but here's what you want to look at when you're going for Sabonis tonight. I do believe Indiana could possibly run away with this game versus Detroit. So if they're up by 20 points, how much does Sabonis play? It's going to be tough. So right here, I definitely like Jokic. If the chalk is good chalk like Jokic, then it's fine. You can definitely take him. Same thing with Vucevic and Towns. Let's look at tier 3. So Trae Young hasn't really been impressing me as of recently. Hasn't been over 50 points in quite some time now. It's been over a week, maybe 2 weeks. We're coming up on almost 2 weeks without a 50-point game for Trae Young. Kawhi Leonard has had some hit or miss performances recently as well. The thing with these guys is that what you want to understand is Kawhi Leonard is splitting offensive usage with Paul George. And Trae Young is basically the offensive facilitator. So you can always count on Trae Young, let's see, getting over 6 6 to 7 assists no matter what goes on, right? So like his lowest assist total in like the last, what is it, month has been 6. You know, he's always getting 8, 11, 9, 14, 6, 9, 6, 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 12, 15, 11. So you can count on him getting the assists. It's whether he's hitting from 3, it's whether he's going to get you 30 points or not. And when he does have those incredible performances like 32, 4, and 8, he could absolutely get you 55. Versus Sacramento, I think that the opportunity is certainly there. He can definitely get you 50 plus tonight. Definitely look at Trae Young as a real option. Zach LaVine, Tatum, and Mitchell. I'm looking at Mitchell out of the 3 of these guys to get you the most points. He's just been on one of those tears, 42, 31, and 30 in his last games. And even if he doesn't, let's say, get 35 points, if he only gets 28, he can at any given time get you 6 to 8 assists. So that's going to add up with the rebounds and his defensive effort with the steals. Definitely like Donovan Mitchell. Jason Tatum just has too much usage split with Jaylen Brown. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jason Tatum in this tier, specifically with these players that he's going against. Same thing with LaVine. LaVine could take over at any point in time. Yes, this is a player that could go off, but he could go off for 50. Trae Young can go off for 55. Mitchell can go off for 55. I like Mitchell or Young here. All right, guys, tier 4. All right, DeRozan is going to be someone that's going to be guarded by, you know, pretty much Kawhi Leonard. I know that they're going to play like a rotational defense on DeRozan, but still, I would probably be fading DeRozan and Lowry tonight because of the usage split. I'm looking more at someone like Paul George and Jaylen Brown. They both have usage split as well, but when Paul George has like a 28-point game, he usually follows it up with like a 45 plus. And in tier 4, that should get the job done. If Jaylen Brown is playing with half a team, of course, you know, he can get you 50 points. But if his team is healthy, his usage goes back down, he can get you 40. I would take Paul George. The upside is there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander returning from injury. We got to see what we think he would do. He put up 34 minutes in his last contest, 31 points. Definitely someone that is viable in this spot. I will have some of him as well. Tier 5, it's starting to get real difficult. Gobert can spoil you. Middleton can spoil you. Booker can spoil you. Oladipo, when Wall is playing, is pretty quiet. Porzingis can spoil you. Hayward can absolutely ruin you, and so can Collins. This is a really tough tier. All I'm going to say to you guys is the centers have upside in their matchups here. If you look at Gobert versus Brooklyn, he has an easier matchup. Wood versus Charlotte certainly has a nice matchup there as well with Wood. And I think Booker is going to have a very solid matchup as well. So this is just a tough spot to be in. Hayward and Collins can get you there tonight, but that's going to be a lower owned play. So if you want a lower owned play, go with them. Booker, okay, Middleton, Gobert, and Wood should be the chalk plays tonight. I think those are going to be the guys that are like, you know, 18 to 20% plus owned. And then the bottom 4 here, you're going to see a lot more Hayward and Collins and Porzingis and Oladipo. That's just my opinion. But the lower owned guys could still get you there. So Hayward and Collins, to me, are in the mix. I will be fading Oladipo and Porzingis tonight. All right, tier 6. We're going Van Fleet, Chris Paul, John Wall, Valanciunas, Morant, Sexton, Allen, and Edwards. Okay, Edwards is coming off 2 bad games in a row. Can he return to a 40-plus fantasy point per game score? Maybe. Colin Sexton is coming off also kind of a disappointing night, but he is in tier 6 right now, so can easily be a viable play if he gets you 40. Same thing with, I can't believe Morant and Valanciunas finally fell to tier 6. These are all really good plays. It's going to be tough to win this tiers tonight. I definitely think this is like a lottery ticket tiers. If you're not pumping in 150 lineups, you're definitely going to have a tough time making a decision here. But I'll tell you guys who I like tonight. I like Chris Paul versus Orlando to be able to just carve them up for like 10 plus assists and easily get you like 18 points, a steal. I think he'll be able to get 40. Do I think Van Fleet can get you 40? Yeah, absolutely. John Wall with Oladipo back, splitting the usage. 35 to 40, that's my projection. Valanciunas and Morant, I have them both in 35 to 40 as well, with Morant having less upside than Valanciunas due to Valanciunas' recent double-doubles. It's hard to deny that he's a 45 point per game, but I still have him in like that 40-point range tonight. Colin Sexton as well. I'm telling you guys, this is tough. Anthony Edwards is the lowest fantasy point per game scorer on this tier, but do not count him out. If he gets 60 like he randomly does sometimes, you're screwed. And because they're obviously tanking, this guy is going to take 16 plus shots a night. With some nights, if he's on, he can be shooting upwards of 10 threes, 13 threes, 11 threes. You'll see that this guy periodically over time is shooting a lot of threes. He is also taking upwards of 20 field goal attempts on average per night. So you just got to keep an eye out for him. I'm going to be having a lot of Edwards, Sexton, Valanciunas, and Paul tonight. Those are going to be my guys that I have in my lineup. So I hope this tiers video helped you guys. And if there was any background noise, they're pressure cleaning right now. I can't get away from it. We're stationary with the mic. All right. See ya. Peace.